Greek mythology is a vast and intricate collection of stories that have shaped the culture and beliefs of ancient Greece. The myths were not just tales of gods and heroes, but served as explanations for natural phenomena, moral lessons, and reflections of societal values. With over 2,000 deities in Greek mythology, each representing different aspects of life and nature, the pantheon was a complex and dynamic system that influenced every facet of Greek society. The myths were passed down through oral tradition, with bards and poets recounting the stories in temples, at festivals, and in homes. One of the most famous sources of Greek mythology is Hesiod's Theogony, which details the genealogy and relationships of the gods. Interestingly, the number of surviving Greek myths is estimated to be around 1,500, showcasing the depth and breadth of this rich storytelling tradition. Greek mythology also played a significant role in shaping Greek art and literature, with famous works like Homer's Iliad and Odyssey drawing heavily from mythological themes. The myths were not only sources of entertainment, but also served as a means of understanding the world and one's place in it. The Greek gods and goddesses were anthropomorphic, embodying human emotions and desires, yet possessing superhuman powers. Each deity had specific roles and attributes, with Zeus as the king of the gods, Athena as the goddess of wisdom, and Aphrodite as the goddess of love and beauty. These divine figures were both revered and feared by the ancient Greeks, who believed in their powers to intervene in human affairs. Greek mythology continues to captivate audiences today, with its timeless themes of love, betrayal, heroism, and tragedy resonating across cultures and generations. Greek values and society were deeply intertwined with the myths and legends that permeated every aspect of ancient Greek life. Honor, bravery, loyalty, and hospitality were some of the core values that the Greeks held in high regard. These values were exemplified in the heroic deeds of figures like Achilles, Odysseus, and Hercules, who embodied the ideal Greek virtues. The concept of arete, or excellence, was central to Greek society, encouraging individuals to strive for greatness in all aspects of life. In terms of numbers, it is estimated that there were around 30,000 city-states in ancient Greece, each with its own unique customs and beliefs, yet all sharing a common reverence for the gods and the importance of community. Family was also a cornerstone of Greek society, with lineage and kinship playing a crucial role in an individual's identity and status. Interestingly, Greek society was divided into different social classes, with citizens, medics, foreign residents, and slaves each having distinct rights and responsibilities. The democratic system of government in Athens, known as the birthplace of democracy, allowed citizens to participate in decision-making processes and hold their leaders accountable. Education was highly valued in ancient Greece, with the focus on developing well-rounded individuals who excelled in both physical and intellectual pursuits. The Olympic Games, held every 4 years in honor of Zeus, were not only a display of athletic prowess, but also a celebration of Greek culture and unity. Women in ancient Greece had limited rights and were primarily responsible for managing the household and raising children. Yet some women, like Sappho and Hypatia, rose to prominence as poets, philosophers, and scholars. The role of religion in Greek society was pervasive, with temples dedicated to various gods and goddesses serving as centers of worship and community gatherings. Sacrifices, rituals, and festivals were common practices that reinforced the bond between mortals and the divine. The Oracle of Delphi, believed to be a conduit to the gods, provided guidance and prophecies that influenced major decisions in politics and warfare. Overall, Greek values and society were shaped by a complex interplay of mythology, history, and philosophy, creating a civilization that continues to inspire and intrigue us to this day. Greek mythology is replete with a myriad of captivating and enduring myths that have captivated audiences for centuries. One of the most well-known myths is that of the Trojan War, immortalized in Homer's epic poems, the Iliad and the Odyssey. The Trojan War, fought between the Greeks and the Trojans over the beautiful Helen of Troy, lasted for 10 years and is said to have been caused by the gods meddling in mortal affairs. Another intriguing myth is the story of Pandora, the first woman created by the gods, who opened a forbidden jar, releasing all the evils into the world, but closing it just in time to keep hope inside. This myth serves as a cautionary tale about the consequences of curiosity and disobedience. The myth of Orpheus and Eurydice is a tragic love story that showcases the power of music and the lengths to which one would go to be reunited with a lost love. Orpheus, a gifted musician, descends into the underworld to retrieve his beloved Eurydice, but tragically loses her forever due to his own doubt and impatience. The story of Persephone, the daughter of Demeter, and her abduction by Hades, the god of the underworld, explains the changing of the seasons in Greek mythology. Persephone's time spent in the underworld during winter symbolizes the barrenness of the earth, while her return to the surface in spring heralds new life and growth. The myth of Theseus and the Minotaur is a tale of heroism and sacrifice set in the labyrinth of King Minos. Theseus, with the help of Ariadne, navigates the maze and slays the monstrous Minotaur, symbolizing the triumph of courage and cunning over brute force. The myth of Narcissus, a beautiful youth who falls in love with his own reflection, is a cautionary tale about vanity and self-absorption. Narcissus's obsession with his own image ultimately leads to his demise as he wastes away staring at his reflection in a pool of water. These key Greek myths offer insights into the complexities of human nature, the power of love and loss, and the eternal struggle between mortals and immortals. With their timeless themes and enduring appeal, these myths continue to resonate with audiences around the world, inspiring countless works of art, literature, and film. The richness and diversity of Greek mythology ensure that these stories will endure for generations to come, serving as a window into the ancient Greek worldview and the enduring power of storytelling. Greek mythology has had a profound impact on art and literature throughout history, influencing countless works of creativity and imagination. One of the most iconic examples of this influence can be seen in classical Greek sculpture, where mythological figures such as Zeus, Athena, and Apollo were immortalized in marble and bronze. The Parthenon sculptures, also known as the Elgin marbles, depict scenes from Greek mythology and are considered masterpieces of ancient art. Interestingly, it is estimated that over 50% of surviving Greek sculptures are of mythological subjects, highlighting the enduring popularity of these stories. In literature, Greek myths have served as a rich source of inspiration for writers and poets across the centuries. From the epic poems of Homer to the tragedies of Euripides and Sophocles, mythological themes have been woven into the fabric of Western literature. The influence of Greek myths can also be seen in modern literature, with authors like J.K. Rowling drawing on mythological motifs in the Harry Potter series. In terms of numbers, it is estimated that there are over 300 references to Greek mythology in Shakespeare's works, showcasing the enduring legacy of these ancient stories. The impact of Greek myths on art and literature extends beyond the Western world, with artists and writers around the globe drawing inspiration from these timeless tales. In music, opera, ballet, and cinema, Greek myths continue to be a rich source of material for creative expression. The enduring popularity of Greek myths in art and literature speaks to the universal themes of love, betrayal, heroism, and tragedy that resonate with audiences of all ages and cultures. Greek mythology shares striking similarities with the myths of other cultures around the world, showcasing universal themes and archetypes that resonate across civilizations. One interesting comparison is between Greek and Norse mythology, both of which feature pantheons of gods and goddesses with distinct personalities and powers. While Greek mythology is known for its anthropomorphic deities, Norse mythology includes gods like Odin, Thor, and Loki who embody different aspects of nature and warfare. Another fascinating comparison can be made between Greek and Egyptian mythology, where both cultures believed in an afterlife and revered powerful deities associated with specific domains. Interestingly, the Egyptian god Osiris, associated with death and rebirth, shares similarities with the Greek god Dionysus, who represents fertility and ecstasy. In terms of numbers, Greek mythology encompasses over 2,000 gods and goddesses, while Hindu mythology boasts a pantheon of 33 million deities, reflecting the vastness and diversity of Indian culture. Additionally, Chinese mythology features legendary figures like the Monkey King and the Eight Immortals, who possess supernatural abilities and embark on epic quests reminiscent of Greek heroes. The Aztec and Mayan myths of Mesoamerica also parallel Greek mythology in their focus on creation stories, epic battles, and divine interventions in human affairs. These cross-cultural comparisons highlight the enduring appeal and relevance of mythological storytelling in shaping human beliefs, values, and traditions. Greek gods and goddesses played a central role in ancient Greek society, influencing every aspect of life, from politics to art to everyday rituals. With over 12 major gods and goddesses, each ruling over different domains such as love, war, wisdom, and the underworld, the Greek pantheon was a complex hierarchy of divine beings. One interesting fact is that the Greeks believed that their gods and goddesses were immortal but not omniscient or omnipotent, allowing for a more personal and relatable relationship between mortals and deities. The Oracle of Delphi, dedicated to the god Apollo, served as a conduit for divine guidance and prophecies, shaping major decisions in politics and warfare. Interestingly, the Greek gods and goddesses were not just distant figures to be worshipped, but were believed to intervene in human affairs, rewarding virtues and punishing transgressions. For example, Zeus, the king of the gods, was known for his lightning bolt and his role as the upholder of justice. Athena, the goddess of wisdom and warfare, was revered for her strategic prowess and protection of cities. Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty, was believed to influence romantic relationships and fertility. These divine figures were not just symbols of power but also embodied human emotions and desires, reflecting the complexities of mortal existence. The Greeks honored their gods and goddesses through rituals, sacrifices, and festivals, seeking their favor and protection in times of need. The influence of Greek mythology on society was profound, shaping moral values, societal norms, and cultural practices for generations to come. The influence of Greek myths on modern culture is undeniable, with countless references and adaptations found in literature, art, music, film, and even everyday language. One interesting example is the use of mythological names and themes in popular culture, such as Nike, the Greek goddess of victory, being the namesake of the famous sportswear brand. The concept of a Pandora's box, derived from the myth of Pandora, is commonly used to describe a source of unforeseen troubles or consequences. In terms of numbers, it is estimated that there are over 100 films based on Greek mythology, including blockbusters like Clash of the Titans and Hercules. These films often reimagine ancient myths with modern special effects and storytelling techniques, appealing to audiences of all ages. Greek mythology has also influenced literature, with authors like Rick Riordan creating best-selling book series based on Greek gods and heroes in contemporary settings. The enduring popularity of these books among young readers showcases the timeless appeal of mythological storytelling. In the world of art, artists like Salvador Dali and Pablo Picasso drew inspiration from Greek mythology in their works, exploring themes of love, power, and transformation. The impact of Greek myths can also be seen in architecture, with buildings like the United States Capitol drawing on classical Greek design elements to symbolize democracy and freedom. Even in the field of psychology, the concept of the Oedipus complex, derived from the myth of Oedipus, is used to describe a child's unconscious desire for the parent of the opposite sex. These examples demonstrate the enduring relevance and adaptability of Greek myths in shaping modern culture and thought. Greek mythology is a treasure trove of fascinating stories and characters, but it also contains controversial aspects that raise questions about morality and ethics. One such controversial myth is that of Medusa, a gorgon with snakes for hair who could turn people to stone with her gaze. While Medusa is often portrayed as a monster in popular culture, some interpretations suggest that she was a victim of Athena's jealousy and Poseidon's assault, leading to her transformation. This myth raises complex issues of victim blaming and the abuse of power that continue to resonate today. Another controversial aspect of Greek mythology is the treatment of women, who are often portrayed as passive objects of desire or agents of chaos. The story of Pandora, the first woman created by the gods who unleashed all the evils into the world, reflects deep-seated fears and prejudices about female autonomy and sexuality. Interestingly, It is estimated that only about 5% of Greek myths feature female protagonists, highlighting the patriarchal nature of ancient Greek society. The myth of Zeus, the king of the gods, who frequently took on different forms to seduce mortal women, raises questions about consent and the abuse of divine power. Despite these controversial aspects, Greek mythology continues to hold a prominent place in popular culture, inspiring countless works of art, literature, and film. In fact, it is estimated that over 70% of Hollywood movies released each year contain references to Greek myths, showcasing the enduring appeal of these timeless stories. The controversies surrounding Greek mythology serve as a reminder of the complexities of human nature and the need to critically examine the narratives that shape our beliefs and values. Greek mythology continues to captivate audiences worldwide with its timeless tales of gods, heroes, and monsters. Interestingly, over 80% of the Greek myths have been lost to time, leaving us with a fragmentary but rich tapestry of stories. The influence of Greek mythology can be seen in various aspects of modern culture, from literature and art to science and technology. For example, the names of many constellations are derived from Greek myths, connecting the ancient stories to our observations of the night sky. Additionally, the study of psychology has drawn on Greek myths to explore universal themes of human behavior and consciousness. The enduring popularity of Greek mythology is evident in the countless adaptations and reinterpretations that continue to be produced each year, keeping these ancient stories alive for new generations to discover and enjoy. Did you know that Greek mythology has influenced the names of many of the moons of the planets in our solar system? For example, the moons of Jupiter are named after Zeus's lovers and descendants, such as Europa, Callisto, and Ganymede. In terms of numbers, there are over 100,000 known asteroids in our solar system, with many of them named after figures from Greek mythology, like Eros, Apollo, and Hermes. Greek mythology also inspired the names of many elements on the periodic table, such as titanium, named after the Titans, and helium, named after Helios, the sun god. The enduring legacy of Greek mythology can be seen in the numerous modern-day references and adaptations that continue to draw inspiration from these ancient stories.